Hello and welcome in everyone. I am your host, Code Wonderland, and today we're playing Comet 64. Now, if you aren't familiar, if you haven't been keeping up with the series so far, Comet 64 is a Commodore 64 themed puzzle programming game where the concept is you get a computer, it's got very bad documentation and a series of puzzles on it. You're here to figure it out. Or rather, we are here to figure it out today. So far, we have gone through discs 1 through 3 and A, and a decent bit of disc 4. So, we're going to pick up where we left off last time with binary transition. Alright, so input contains binary numerals between 0000 and 1111, so between 0 and 15. Output them after converting to decimal. Example, input 0000, output 0. Input 1101, output 13. Alright, so, I think this is pretty straightforward then. So we get the input into a string. We could go through this either way. We could either start from the end or the beginning. I think it's going to be easier to start from the end. So let's get string.linked here. Then loop. Reg equals 1. We'll see why that's important in just a second. So loop check, or let's see, car equals string int. So we get the character at the end of this, and actually let's just go ahead at the beginning of this loop, int minus minus, so we decrement, because we could start this at string length -1 to get the last index, because this is all 0 index, so first character is at 0. So the last index would be at string.length -1. So we just do that at the beginning of the loop here. Character equals string int. Let's see. Check car equals 1. Jump if false. End. Well, let's call this loop end. So I'm going to turn down the volume of this music just a smidge. There we go. Now I can hear myself a little bit better. Alright, so jump if false, loop end, and we'll have a little loop end right here. But if we don't have, or rather if it is a 1, then we want to add to our current output value. Interestingly enough, we might be a little bit limited here. Wait, no we're not. Let's switch int into our switch. Let's see. We're probably gonna have to check to see. Oh, no, because it'll just default to 0. Yeah, because there is no null for int, so it'll just be a 0, so that's fine. Alright, so then int equals int plus reg. Okay, that makes sense. And then we switch int back. Here we do reg plus plus, or no, reg minus minus. Check reg less than 0. Jump if false to loop. And then we just output our answer here. So switch int Oh no, wait, reg doesn't minus minus. Reg equals reg plus reg, and then int minus minuses. Got it. So then we switch back int, so that we get the value of everything. And then we output equals int. That seems correct to me. Next input is not string, line 1. It's not a string? Is it an int? How does that work? So wouldn't these leading zeros just be erased if it was an int? Double check that I read that right. Next input is not a string, yeah. So, do I do int equals input? Yeah, it breaks at line 8 there. Okay. I can't convert directly from int to a string either. Alright, so we gotta rethink this if we're coming from an int standpoint. So if int equals the input, how do we manage that? That is messy. I mean, we're going to need to process each digit on their own. The only way I can really think to do that is to use reg as well. And then do the whole, like, divide minus nonsense. I don't know if that works, though. Because I don't know if I have enough variables for that. I guess I could switch variables. I don't know, I'm just thinking about it and I'm like, to go through each character like that, am I going to have enough space in all of my registers? I am not sure. Maybe not the way I'm doing it. Hold on. So, let's clear this. So, int equals input, right? So, let's just go from left to right. So, alright. So, reg equals, no. Reg equals 0. Int equals int minus 1000. Check int greater than 0. Jump if true. We'll call this 8. So it's 1, 2, 4, 8. No, we call this 4. Otherwise, we int equals int plus 1,000. Wait. I feel like I'm thinking about this wrong, because I need to be able to do this a bit differently. So jump if false 4. So check that int is greater than 0. And if it is greater than 0, then we can just move on to what would be 4, 2, 1. I think I need to add some extra functions, maybe. Jump if true, add 8. And then we have an extra function here. Add 8. Reg equals reg plus 8. Return. And then, yeah, so jump if true, add 8. Then we return back the jump if true to 4. If it's not true, then we add the 1,000 back, because otherwise we'd just be negative. And we jump to... Hold on. Let me move this, actually, to the end. That way we don't need to jump to anywhere here. It'll just fall through. Okay. So we do a similar thing here. Int equals int minus 100. Check int greater than 0. Jump if true. Actually, hold on. This should be jump. Yeah, no, jump if true, jump if true. Yeah, jump if true. Add 4. Jump if true 2. Int equals int plus 100. Alright. So then we have a second function at the end here. Add 4. Reg equals reg plus 4. Return. Alright. And then the same thing here. Int equals int minus 10. Check int greater than 0. Jump if true. Add 2. Jump if true 1. Int equals int plus 10. Add 2. Reg equals reg plus 2. Return. And then finally, int equals int minus 1. Check int greater than... Wait, hold on. It can be 0. It needs to be greater than negative 1. jump if true, add 1, jump if true, output answer int equals, and actually I don't even need to do that. Jump to output answer. So we have add 1 reg equals reg plus 1 return output answer equals reg. Sorry, output equals reg. Bada bing, bada boom. Alright. I have double the necessary number of lines and cycles. Wow, that's brutal. That's absolutely brutal. I massacred this problem in the worst way. I guess I overthought it. Huh. I'm just looking at this and I'm like, I could potentially see a way to do this. It's a little messy, but we'll come back to that. We have a future planned episode to come back and fully finish every single thing, but for now we're just going through and finishing them all. Alright, input contains 11 random 1-digit numbers. Each number appears only once except one. Find the duplicate. Okay. So int equals input, car equals int. Let me. String equals string plus car. And then let's see. Check input equals null, jump if false, and end. And then what we've done here is we've just created a string with every single thing that's in the input. And the way that we're going to do this is if the input is null, that means we know that we're done with everything. Let's see. Switch null, switch string, because we want to do that at the end. Output equals car, probably. Loop. So int equals string dot length, car equals string at int minus minus, and then we're probably gonna have an inner loop as well. Inner loop. Let's see. Reg equals int minus 1. And actually we can just start with reg equals int and then do reg minus minus. Switch. Wait, do I want to... Yeah, I can actually switch int here. Car equals int. Beautiful. No, wait. Int equals car. Beautiful. Alright. And that way we have the outer loop index switched for backup, but we can use this right here. So we should be able to directly compare them. So let's see. Car equals string at reg. Check. Int equals car. Jump if true. Output. Oh wait, sorry. Up here. Output answer. Otherwise, do we just go back to the rest of this loop? I think so. So output answer is that. So let's see, at the end of this, check reg greater than -1, jump if true, inner loop. Check int greater than -1, jump if true, loop. And then, yeah, I think that that's about it. Index 0 is out of the range of the alphabet at line 2. Hold on, let's see. So then we come over here. Int equals car -1. And output equals int. Line 2. Too many operands. Okay. Int equals int +1. Car equals int. Then I'll probably need to do this. Int equals int -1. Int equals car. Line 21 numbers cannot be compared to strings. Huh. How on earth am I supposed to manage this? They really like tripping me up with these, I tell you what. So, it's right here. Oh yeah, no, it wasn't this. Yeah, it was this, because it was 21, right? Yeah, numbers cannot be compared to strings, so... Can I compare... If I did car equals int, and I did that. Nah, I can't do that either. Honestly, I thought this was a pretty clean approach, too. It's unfortunate that's not how that's gonna work. Is there anything that I can adjust here? Or am I just staring at a screen for no reason? Because I might have to just rethink my approach. Because really what I need to be able to do here is I need to compare int to reg instead of int to car. Which means I need to swap some of this stuff around. But I need to be able to decrement, so doing that's important. Can I do... I do not know. I do not know. Also, I never switched back int. Let's see. Switch int here. Switch int here. Yeah, that part's still true, but I need to make sure the switches are working there. Because I would like to have it there and there, but if I do that, then I need to switch it initially. Yeah, we might have to come back to this one. We'll see. We're already at almost 30 minutes, so we'll probably call it here for today. But if you enjoyed watching the video, please subscribe to the channel, like, comment, all the things. And I'll be back soon with another video. If you're looking for other video games content in the meantime, please check me out on Twitch at twitch.tv/CodeWonderland, where you can see me play all sorts of non-programming based games. But otherwise, until next time, bye.